Добар ден, почитувани гледачи. Ја гледате првата емисија на Македонско издание во новата 2016 година, во која се надеваме сите да имаме добро здравје, среќа и благодет. Денеска е 9 јануари и нашиот Божик само што го прославивме во македонските православни цркви и во нашите домови. Јас сум Победа Пискачова, уредникот и водителот на ова ваша програма, која што ве информира и забавува секоја втора сабота во 12:30 попладне на Роджерс телевизија, каналите 10, 63, 84 и во High Definition 510. Македонско издание е емисија која што ја следите повеќе од 17 години. И во нареднава година оваа ваша програма ќе продолжи да влегува во вашите домови и да ви ја доближува татковината Македонија до вашите срца во Канада. Секако, вашата помош за обстојувањето на оваа емисија е многу значајна и затоа апелираме да ги рекламирате вашите бизници на оваа телевизиска програма која влегува во 4 милиони претплатнички домови во Онтарио. Денешнава емисија ја започнуваме со материјалот што го снимивме во канадското македонско место на 23 декември минатата година, кога група на волонтери, познати како Sugar Shack, ги забавуваше стенарите на домот со божични песни. Па да проследиме дел од нивниот настап, како и интервју со една од членките на групата. We have a pleasure to talk to Lisa Sugar, who is a member of the group that comes here to Canadian Macedonian Place in Toronto and sings Christmas Carol. So first of all, I would like to ask you why you decided this is the second year to do this.
Well, we volunteer at different retirement homes throughout the year, and we find that people love to sing, and during the holidays, it's special to do a special show. So we do a Christmas show as well during the holidays. And when we did it last year, everyone loved it. So we decided to come back again this year.
This year also, you are coming as an author. You have a book. This is your first novel, 10 Days to Die, 10 Ways to Live. This is a personal story. Tell us something about the book.
So I decided to write this book because my mother heard terrible news that she was going to have about 10 days to live. And we were all shocked. And the impetus for the book was my mother's attitude during those 10 days. She had been very, very sick in and out of hospital, and she had finally recovered from what brought her into the hospital. She was doing very well, and she was getting discharged, and we were planning a celebratory dinner out. And then the doctor came in the room and had a look in his eyes, and we just knew something was wrong. They had found another complication, and basically she had only 10 days to live. But my book, it's not about death and dying. It's about life and living, and the 10 inspirational lessons my mother taught me growing up, and what she reiterated to me the last 10 days of her life.
So that was my second question, actually. What is that you learned during those 10 days that you wanted to pass to everybody who would be reading the book?
So I feel that most people in life either know somebody who is sick or know somebody who has passed away. So pretty well everybody's lives are touched by that kind of situation. And my mother's attitude towards those last 10 days was so amazing. She was so positive and happy and calm and peaceful that I thought, wow, if we could help anybody during such a difficult time, I should learn from her and publish a book so anyone else going through those times. But my book is not really about the process of dying. My book is about the 10 lessons, which I call treasured insights, of what she taught me growing up and reiterated to me those last 10 days. So, for example, they're about normal life things, how to handle normal things in life and different situations. For an example, one of the lessons is 90% of what happens to you in your life is the attitude towards the event, and only 10% is the event. So my mom was a living example of that lesson. It was the last 10 days of her life, and she embraced it with such a positive attitude, and she was so peaceful. And I'm like, wow, there couldn't be anything much worse than an event of knowing that you're dying. Yet she handled it with such a grace and peacefulness that she was a true living example of that lesson. So I try to emulate her, when different events in life, and I hear her voice. And so I thought that if I could write a book about how she even handled that event, that could help people. And then there's a lot of other different lessons.
Still, losing a loved one could be devastated. Was this like a healing process for you, writing the book?
Yeah, so losing her was absolutely horrible for me and my entire family. And I did start writing the book. It was cathartic for me to write the book to honor her. And I even wrote a song about her as well. And it was cathartic, but it was difficult because I was reliving it. But one of the things she asked me, like in the hospice when we were talking, is she did not want me to become depressed and walk around sad after her death. She wanted me to maintain a positive attitude about life. And we talked about a lot of these things while she was in the hospice. So she really helped me. And so I'm hoping that she will inspire other people who are going through such a difficult time in their lives.
So really this book is not only for people who go through such a difficult time in their life. It's basically something that they can read, right, without experiencing this kind of loss. Where those people can find your book?
So my book is on Amazon right now, on Amazon.ca, and it's actually all over the world on Amazon. It will be hopefully soon in the bookstores, but right now it's on Amazon. Very easy to get. You just do 10 Days to Die, 10 Ways to Live. One thing I wanted to ask you about what you just said is one of the lessons that my mother talks about is know the difference between the negotiables and the non-negotiables in your life. So that's like a simple life lesson that has really helped me, whether it's a personal relationship or work or anything like that. She always says, know the negotiables and non-negotiables, and what may be one negotiable for some person may be a non-negotiable for someone else. So she always taught me, you need to know the difference. And when I was growing up and I would say, well, what do you think? She used to say, doesn't matter what I think. It only matters what you think. So some of the lessons are just regular life lessons, like how to handle life. So I'm hoping that people will find my mother's insights meaningful to them in some way.
Lisa, thank you for this short interview, and I wish you all the best in the future. And thank you again for coming to Canadian Macedonian Place and providing this entertainment for the seniors here.
Well, thank you for having us, and thank you for interviewing me, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday to everybody.
А сега следува една музичка numera.
Teče drago reka, a što raste molika. Tamo je na svetu jedna, ta grana Lidova. Meni se sisi oči, slavno sokuma. Sino nebo polno zvezdi, čuvare nad Lidova. Lidova. kolike postane. Pitola, mama pitola, kako tebe nigde nema pogubama. Pitola, mama pitola, vivo knjiga i pesma si opeana. Samo veselo.
И во денешнава емисија имаме неколку информации. За сите ваши прослави и одбележувања користите ги банкетсалите во црквата Свети Климент Охридски во Торонто. За информации и резервации јавете се на 416-421-7451. Канадското македонско место во Торонто е пензионерски дом кој ви обезбедува угодно и хармонично живење. За повеќе информации побарете ја Златка на 416-755-9231. За професионално и поволно дизајнирање на веб-сајтови побарајте ги TJ Hosting на 647-547-3061. И секако читете македонски вести, сега и со детални информации и важни надписи за македонската комуна во Торонто. За сите врсти на животно осигурување, осигурување за критични болести, осигурување вашиот кредит за куќа, инвалидско и здравствено осигурување и осигурување кога патувате, јавете се на 647-977-0233. Ние ќе ви помогнеме да го одберете најповолното и најдоброто осигурување за вас. Во денешната емисија имаме и честитка за Стара Нова година, односно Василица. Лилја и Васко Рисковски, собствениците на фирмата Васко Инженеринг, им ја честитаат Старата Нова година и Василица на сите македонци каде и да се околу светот. Исто така на Васко Рисковски од македонско издание му пожелуваме среќен роден ден и имен ден, многу здравје и радост во годината што следува. Кони Паркинсон со синот Джордж и неговата сопруга Джаки, како и со синот Пал Александр Паркинсон, им ја честитаат Василица, односно Стара Нова година, на целата своја фамилија, како и на целиот македонски народ, каде и да се наоѓа. Македонскиот филмски фестивал за 2015-та се одржа од 22 до 25 октомври минатата година во Карлтон Синема во Торонто. Еден од документарните филмови кои беа прикажани е филмот Empty Boxcars од Ед Гафни. Овој филм беше прогласен од страна на жирито за најдобар документарец прикажен на Македонскиот филмски фестивал. Во продолжение проследете го интервјуто со режисерот.
Jews in the Balkans love to make music. They love jazz. They love mandolins. Not a single one of these vibrant young Jews from Bitola survives the war. All are murdered in Treblinka. And so are these rabbis. And all these young people and children. This is a story of betrayal and abandonment. This is also a story of courage and rescue. All all these Bulgarian musicians are saved, so are these rabbis, and all these youngsters and children.
Some 76 years ago, in a country far away from the United States called Bulgaria, my life began on the shores of the Black Sea. I had a beautiful childhood until the outbreak of World War II. I was meant to die in Treblinka on the day of my bar mitzvah.
In 1943, Bulgaria rounded up 11,393 Jews and sent them on a journey of over 1,600 kilometers to the Treblinka death camp in occupied Poland.
Between 700,000 and 870,000 people were killed at Treblinka. They were killed at Treblinka during a period of less than 18 months, and they were killed by a staff of 120, of whom only 30 were SS. So by any standards, this was the mass production, the mass manufacture of death.
I like to come here as often as I can to remember the place we were destined to be sent in March of 1943. We see the places of the origin of the victims. We see Belgium. We see Czechoslovakia. We see Poland. We see Yugoslavia, France. We see Bulgaria, which includes the Jews of Macedonia and Thrace.
Monastir tenía 5 sinagogas y todas las sinagogas laboraban con mucha gente, siempre estaban llenas, no solo por los días de Pesach, de Kippur, de Rosh Hashanah, todos los días de Sabbat se recogían. La más grande Keilah era la Keilah de Aragón, el Cal de Aragón. La destruyeron los búlgaros, hicieron para hacer salchichas dentro, y la destruyeron, robaron todos los detalles que eran preciosos de la Keilah, estuvieron tomados.
Mas outro no treno, nós se sentimos que são judeus de cavala, de drama. O que está passando? O que está passando? Uma pessoa, diz o bulgaro, está recugindo aos judeus.
This is a film about the Shoah in Bulgaria and the territories it occupied in World War II. It is a story of persecution and mass murder, and a story of the largest rescue in Holocaust history. This is a story of empty boxcars.
We're talking to Ed Gaffney, the director of Empty Box Cars, one of the movies that was shown at the Macedonian Film Festival here in Toronto. So for the viewers who did not have a chance to come and see the movie, what is this documentary about?
This documentary is a story of the complete destruction of the Jewish community of Bitola, Skopje, Stip in World War II. They were rounded up by Bulgarian secret police and Bulgarian soldiers and put on Bulgarian trains and sent 1,600 kilometers to the north to occupied Poland, where they were murdered in the Treblinka death camp.
Why was it important for you to make this documentary?
This film is very important. That shows the complexity of how Bulgaria reacted to the Third Reich. It became an ally and received basically credits to buy weapons for free, and Bulgaria then gave credits to Nazi Germany to have food for its soldiers on the Eastern Front, but no Bulgarian soldiers joined the Germans in fighting against Russia. The other part of the relationship that was most devastating is that Bulgaria agreed in January, February of 1943 to transfer all of its Jewish citizens and the people in the occupied territories, northern Greece and Macedonia, to Treblinka. And when the trains went through Bulgaria, that's when ordinary citizens in Bulgaria rose up and protested against that and stopped the deportation. So the film is about both the rescue of the Bulgarian Jews who living in Bulgaria and the murder of the Jews who were living in Macedonia and in Thracia in northern Greece.
There is one train car like that you're explaining at the Macedonian Holocaust Museum. Is this part of the event that you're explaining?
Yes, correct. The artifacts that are in the Holocaust Museum in Skopje are all about this deportation. It happened in March, roughly from the 10th of March to the end of March, in the very cold, bitter period of winter. And of course, the roundup was a complete shock and surprise. No one knew it was coming. And there's an image of a little girl about 3 years old standing in front of one of these boxcars with her mother looking right into the camera because they thought they were going to a new home in Bulgaria. And she's dressed up as though she's going to a party. She's going, nearly 2,000 kilometers north to the place where she's going to be murdered.
Well, unfortunately, that was the history, and it's very fortunate that we have people like you that can research this history and put it on a tape, so the further generations can learn and see what was happening during the war.
Yes, the museum in Skopje has pictures of those Jews that were used as official documentation of who they were. And as soon as you get inside of the museum, you see these beautifully framed images coming and going digitally, and those are 1,100 pictures of the Jews of Bitola.
I've been there, I've seen that, that's why I asked the question. And thank you very much for bringing this film to Toronto, to Macedonian Film Festival.
And I've been in Macedonia many, many times to make this film and have many friends there now.
Thank you very much, and lots of success in your other projects.
Thank you very much. Hvala.
Ете, почитувани гледачи, тоа е се што подготвивме за оваа 369-та емисија на македонско издание, прва во оваа година. Ова емисија можете да ја следите секогаш на интернет на www.MacedonianEdition.TV. До 23 јануари 2016 година, кога повторно ќе се видиме со нова емисија, ви благодарам за вашето ценето внимание, пријатно и довидување.
Jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bells chime in jingle bell time, dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, everybody, what a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go riding up in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad.